Hello, it's Rehab action. This time it's coming from Ryan on Patreon. We're going in with Amy Winehouse's Back to Black album. Now, obviously, you know, renowned. It's in Apple's top 100 albums of all time. Came out in 2006. I'm actually shocked that it is only 35 minutes. That is so incredibly short for an album that obviously has just had such a cultural impact. Obviously, I've heard bits of Back to Black. I go Back to Black. What's also wild is that she only had 2 albums. I mean, this juggernaut that she was is obviously surpassing, I guess, like in terms of how long she was around for. I just feel like she was just around for so long. Even now she's still spoken about, so obviously that impact, that legacy has just really catapulted, I suppose, all our vision, or my vision of her anyway. Obviously it's crazy that I haven't heard this album. However, I suppose I was quite young when she was, you know, getting to be this thing that she is obviously then and now, but it just wasn't really my type of music. So I'm keen to go into it now, being mature, and I guess knowing the impact that she's had, and I suppose just the really sad downfall that, you know, her life ended up being. So yeah, I'm keen to go in with that. I'm super glad that Ryan's requested it. The full-on cut will be on Patreon. Links are down below if you want to support me. Not much else to say other than, yeah, I'm very keen to go in with this. And I guess, yeah, knowing her story, I think it's going to be even sadder to listen to in retrospect, but let's see what we get. The opening song is called Rehab. Let's go. Oh, of course I know this bit. I'm keen for all the lyrics though. Hey. Okay. He's tried, so maybe it's a partner. Hey, that's cute. I wonder if all these people are people in her life. So Back to Black is black, obviously that negative part of her life. Very cool instruments in the background, obviously. Oh, so she did go to rehab. Ooh. You'll know. That's sad. So Ritten. Jesus. Damn. Obviously an epic song, an epic opening to the album. Really solidifies just that vulnerability and honesty that she's I'm gonna presume give you on the album. Soul Ritten is impressive. Like I said, I don't really think I know that for a fact. I didn't appreciate, I guess, the legacy and just that epicness that she brought. I mean, this is 2006. This is nearly 20 years old now. And I guess now we know a lot more about, you know, what stars and writers and singers are, you know, putting into their work. So it's so awesome, again, to be in this state looking back, because I don't know if I would have appreciated it all back then, because it's not music I usually listen to. However, I can really appreciate it because, you know, you just vibe it and just sink into what you love, and you can find things, you know, in music that you don't always appreciate. Very keen to see what else she's got for us though. The next song, You Know I'm No Good. Yeah, I think it's gonna just be on a downward spiral here at this point. Let's go. Meet you downstairs in the bar and her. Oh, love this voice. God, such a unique voice. So she's thinking about someone else while she's with this dude. Yeah, that's a very smooth sounding. Sweet reunion in Spain. Hey. I'm in the tub, you on the sea. Lick your lips as my stomach drop and my guts turn. Stuck the night in fire. I cheated myself. Bit of self-sabotaging. So Ritten. This is pretty insane already. I'm very impressed. I wonder how much of the production, you know, I'm going to presume quite a lot of influence on as well. Yeah, very image conjuring. You definitely can see everything that she was talking about. I definitely think it's that self-sabotage. I think in this case, she's definitely cheated on the dude, but I think anyone can relate to it in terms of sabotaging a relationship, believing those negative thoughts you have about yourself, and I guess projecting that, and then being upset with the outcome, even though you kind of projected that. Really love the line in there, you know, she's soaking in the bath, you're sitting on the seat. I'm going to presume it's a toilet seat, but I just loved how she made it so imagery, but you know, it's a toilet seat, but saying seat, you still get it, but it's just such a, I guess, a posher way of saying it. And I really like that storytelling. Very cool. I was a bit lost at first, and I think I'm now hopefully on the right track is what she was talking about. Very sad stuff. You don't want to get to Back to Black song because you just know that that's, I guess, her relapsing, I suppose. But I suppose she's already spoken about Rehab. Very keen to hear from you guys what's your favorite songs, and I guess anything about the album that, you know, she's spoken about when it was released. Next song's Me and Mr. Jones. Let's go. Such an old voice. Hey. Hey. You ain't worth a guest list. Hey. Hey, that thing. I love her little backing there. I like that humor coming through. What kind of fuckery are you? What? So lots of Breakup. Yeah, these short ones are going to feel like interludes in comparison to those longer songs, which really just fully fledge it out. It's definitely, you know, that little jazz bar vibe. You can see her on the bloody mic, just letting it all out. I'm going to presume that's more of a breakup one. Interesting, what kind of effery is this? You don't mean dick to me. I love that humor coming in, and I suppose that's why she is so likable, because she is just really authentic, genuine. What you see is what you get with her, and she's not trying to hide any of the negative stuff. She's just being herself, which is really refreshing. It's nice to listen to, even if you don't, I guess, grasp the song straight away, or it's not the type of music you listen to. It's still just a very pleasant listening. Like, it's a breeze to listen to. Next song's Just Friends. Let's go. Ooh. Definitely such a different sound to the other songs. Never liked you. So they've been hooking up in secrecy? The amount of instruments behind just doing their own thing, it's so cool to tune into. I guess it's sad if you relate it to your own experiences, and I suppose maybe doing something with someone you shouldn't be. And like being just friends is what you wish you could be, maybe. I don't know if you ever could be though, if it's like in this toxic place. Very cute. Interesting. I guess probably my least favorite, just in terms of not being able to, I guess, connect with it straight away. I suppose what I thought is what I thought. Let me know what it is about. Very cool, very funky. A lot more Caribbean Islander kind of vibe, like with all the little drums. Interesting, cute. Next song's Back to Black, which is obviously a banger. Again, I know it, but I am keen to go in with the lyrics and just see what's underneath the whole, you know, theatrical of just knowing it. It's the album name, so it really should encapsulate everything the album has to offer us. Let's go. I mean, this definitely gets you back up from Just Friends in terms of the theatrics of the production. What? She's a cheater. Yeah. Oh, the yeah. It's like lost that person, doesn't know what to do. Oh, I go back to us. I wonder, like, we only said goodbye with words. Is it like they didn't kiss, they didn't get to have one final time together? Oh, the strings. Very James Bond vibe. The songs are so full, they have so much in them, but then they just fly by. Like, this is a 4-minute song, it's nearly over. Oh, I love that roll in. Those strings are absolutely stunning. Yeah, Mark Ronson on that with her. Wow, he has been around for bloody ever. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to presume he produced the album with her. Let's take a second. I rarely look up anything because I just want to like immerse myself and then have you guys tell me what the hell it's all about. Oh yeah, Mark Ronson on pretty much every track, and she solo wrote most of them with a couple of people helping out. Insane, chickadee, insane. That song is stunning. Probably one of the best for sure. There's so much going on. Like I said, that theatrics, that sadness, you just hear in her voice. And I suppose, again, a lot of them can be interpreted however you want to interpret it. Presume like this is her downward spiral after, you know, having that dude leave her and going back to what he knew. And she's going back to us, just, I guess, surrounding herself in that sadness of the relationship. And I guess, yeah, then like self-reflecting and finding out, you know, how toxic you both are for each other. Maybe. I don't know. I guess that's just the general gist of the album, I guess, in its essence. Number 6 here, their favorite number is their best on the album. It's called Love is a Losing Game. There's not much happiness on the album, so let's just see what she's got for us. Let's go.
Love is a losing game.
She sounds pretty.
Love is a losing game. One I wish I never played.
Ooh.
Is a losing game.
Yeah, sad.
Played out by the band. Love is
Such simple delivery, but you still are so captivated by her voice.
love is a losing game.
I like that. Just a sweet little sad one. Yeah, this is beautiful.
By the God. And now the final frame is a losing game.
See how they feel like interludes, because especially coming out to Back to Black, which is so epic in terms of its delivery and, you know, length. It's 4 minutes, this one 2.5. So beautiful though, definitely one of the best. I think it's so simple in its delivery and just so relatable and just so telling of life. No matter what happens to you, ultimately you're going to lose at love at some point, even if you're so happy with someone, because, you know, they're not going to be here forever. So I love that simplicity of it, and it's still so relatable even if you're not going through some heartbreak, because ultimately we're all going to lose at love. Love that. I love how she sounded. So delicate, so beautifully done. Definitely wouldn't have thought this is her type of voice, only because, you know, Rehab is like that, whereas this has some real delicacy and beautifulness to it. So I love that the album you get to really discover, I guess, the range of her voice as well. Next song's Tears Dry on Their Own. Let's go.
And this regret I got accustomed to
Hey.
when we were at our height.
Hey.
But to walk away, I have no progressive.
Oh.
Sun goes down in this blue shade.
Yeah, I guess just gotta do what you gotta do to get through it. It's almost a bit of a happier breakdown song.
I'll be some next man's other woman, so
Ooh.
I'll be my own best friend. I fuck myself in the head with
Yes.
Superman.
Let's go.
My tears dry.
Yeah, it's probably the most empowering one she's got.
The shadow comes, the sky above me.
Hey.
In this blue shade, the shadow covers me. The sky above the blaze, lonely lovers. He takes the day, but I'm grown. And in your
Yeah.
my tears dry on their own.
She's saying he takes the day, but I'm grown, as in she's not gonna be sad about it.
My tears dry.
Most inspirational one I think we've had so far, and I suppose it's pretty I mean, they're all relatable, clearly. It is what it is. Tears dry on their own. You're always gonna get over it. I think, yeah, you just gotta ride out those emotions. He takes the day, but I'm grown. I like that, you know. I guess it's a bit of positivity that she's speaking about herself as well. You know, I guess she's growing from what she's gone through. While he thinks he can take the day from me, I'm grown and I'm not gonna let him, and I'm just gonna, you know, keep on moving forward. I'm probably gonna say they are too short because you're just so in them, and then they finish, you're like, oh. However, they still have so much packed into them, production-wise, lyric-wise. They still give you everything you need. I think it's just because you want to keep listening that, you know, you want more. It's not that it's robbing you of a long song just for the sake of it. It's just because they're so easy to listen to. Next song's Wake Up Alone. Let's go. Hey. God, this gives you bloody olden day prom vibe.
I'm staying busy.
Oh.
So I don't have to wonder
So true.
At least I'm not drinking. And everyone gets just disappointed.
Oh my God, yes. These lyrics. The moon's spilling in, I love that.
I stare
love that.
I drip for him tonight. We bathe under blue light. He floods me.
Yeah, this is stunning.
And I wake up alone.
Yeah, one of the best. Stunning.
And I wake up alone.
Love that. I suppose there could be, is she dreaming about him or thinking about him at nighttime? Because obviously, you know, like she's saying, like we all know, when you're awake in the day, everything's easy to distract yourself. It's when you're alone with your thoughts at nighttime. Or it could be, you know, she's hooking up with people in the night and then, you know, they leave, she's waking up alone. I guess it just repeats that. Either way, it really works. I definitely think it's alone with your thoughts at nighttime though. Just, yeah, feeling that person, missing them, wanting them. And then when you wake up, you've kind of got to suppress all those thoughts. And I suppose we do that about anything, not just about relationships. Absolutely stunning though. Beautifully presented to us. Love, love, love. Next song, Some Unholy War. Let's go. Some very cool, funky noises. I love it. They're like, wow. Yes, to that. Like, you got some backup girls. I don't really know what it's about. Oh. Oh, is it like just backing someone who maybe shouldn't? Hey, the vocals are stunning. Ooh. I love it, even though I don't know fully what it's about. Love the sound of that. Oh my god, the vocals on that. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I think it is just about backing someone who you shouldn't, and I guess just being in that toxicity of it all. Again, super short, you want more, but it still gives you, that's the thing. I think you just want more. I'm like, oh, I could just listen to another 2 minutes of that. Very impressive though. I'm shook that it's 35 minutes long album. Like just knowing its impact and how big it was, and I guess what really propelled her and what her legacy is, and it's just a 35-minute album. And not to discredit that at all, because what she packs into the 35 minutes is obviously why it is what it is. Next song's He Can Only Hold Her. Let's go. Hey. Yes.
But no one's home. She's so vacant when it
Oh, it's just with someone just to fill the void. Hey. Yeah, that's clever. I love that. I love all that in the background. Cute song. I like this because it just leaves you with your own thoughts or situations that you may have been in that you relate to this song on. I like that because obviously if you get this feeling ever, it's generally because you've had something that was either so epic or just so beyond what you have now. However, I think when you're in toxic relationships, they are always so heightened. So then when you're with someone who isn't toxic and is understanding and gives you the space and all those things, it can be hard to connect with them because you're waiting for that high or you're chasing that high. So I love the relatability there. But I also think sometimes when you're in those situations, it's because you're not fully over that person. So you're just doing that to pass the time and things like that. And I think that's when you know it's not going to work. However, yeah, there's a lot of psyche in that because there's so many different situations where that song I think can apply. I love the duality of the album. It's just really giving us every single side of a toxic relationship, or I guess all the different things that you go through when you're in these types of situations. Beyond impressed. We're at the last song. It's called Addicted. Shook that it's already ending, and the amount of things you've gotten and the amount of like just therapy you've gone through on 10 songs already. Let's see what she's got for us. Let's wrap it up. Let's go. And then you getting all that, but then with all these funky little noises, it's so cool.
To buy his own weed and don't wear my shit down. Make you smoke off my weed, man. So bring me a bag and your man.
Maybe it's like her roommate that she's dating, or like someone's dating. Hey. Such an odd topic. Not how I thought it was going to end. But I suppose it just paints a fully life-rounded vibe. Just, I guess, I'm just picturing her in a flat with a roommate. The boyfriend's always smoking Amy's weed.
I'm my own man, so when will you learn? Don't make no difference if I end up alone. I smoke my homegrown, does more than
What a wild way to wrap it up. I guess it makes perfect sense, really, in terms of going through everything she's gone through, and now it's just finding solitude in yourself. You know, she doesn't care if she's going to end up alone. She's had some more fun experiences with the substance than with dudes. Yeah, like I said, it just really fully fledges the character of, you know, the person, well, I guess Amy herself, but I'm gonna presume it's a lot of autobiographical stuff, but it just really paints this entire picture of this character that the album, you know, is representing. Just that simplicity in, it's just talking to her roommate, I presume, and the boyfriend. I love that. So many highs, obviously so many lows in terms of just the lyrical content, but the highs are just that production, just how her voice changes and manipulates. It's such a playthrough album. Obviously there are some standout tracks, but for me this just gives me Adele vibes with her albums, because I think if you're new to Adele, you can just play her album from start to finish, and some of the songs will kind of mesh in together, like not all be standouts, and the more you listen and the more they relate to you, you know, they'll become your favorites. I don't know if Amy was an inspo for Adele, but they are quite similar in just that real vulnerability, the heartbreakingness of it all. Obviously, you know, quite different in terms of the genres, but I think they're vocally, they are quite similar in how they do stuff. So yeah, it'd be interesting to know if Amy was an inspiration for Adele. Such an insane album. Not the lyrical content I normally listen to in, you know, in terms of like what she's singing about, the addiction, the rehab, and that kind of stuff, but the relatability and the storytelling is very impressive, and I love how it makes you think your own thoughts and relates to your own life, especially for me, because I don't listen to, I mean, this is classed as R&B soul. It's not stuff I would race to listen to. However, I love that it's just so easy to listen to. Maybe it's just her talent, her vocals, the writing ability there, and maybe obviously that's why it's, you know, one of the top 100 albums. Makes a lot of sense. Definitely some of the best. Obviously so sad to know that this was the last album that she only released 2. However, I suppose, you know, with the lyrical content and what she's going through, I guess, yeah, it makes sense what happened to her, because it's not like she wasn't talking about it openly to everyone. Very, very impressed. Obviously, I know she's just so well renowned. So many people adore her, and, you know, she's definitely got the credits that she got. I think she won a lot of awards for this album as well. Very keen to hear what you guys think of the album. Give me all the information, the backstories, what were your favorite songs, I guess what was happening when this album came out. Just give me all the information. It's my favorite stuff. Obviously, I like to read up on my own, but hearing from fans of artists and albums and songs is just so much more engaging, because you just feel that passion come through. Very glad I got to it finally. Like I said, I'm glad I'm listening to it a lot older and just being able to relate to it and take it in. I don't think if I was younger I would have vibed with it as much, or maybe I would have if I was going through these times, but I think I like the retrospective look on it. Ryan, thank you as always for another epic little request. So glad we finally got into it. The full uncut is on Patreon, links are down below if you want to check that out and support me. Very keen to hear from you guys though. Other than that,